Hey there, CJM students, and welcome to Notes 2.20 Part 1. So today we're finally doing the rules for multiplying and dividing integers. These are different than adding and subtracting. So first of all, here are the rules. When the signs are the same, your answer is positive. This is known as same signs positive. It's only for multiplication and division. So again, it's different than same signs add keep, which is for addition and subtraction. And then when the signs are different, your answer is negative. Different signs, negative, DSN. Again, only for multiplication and division, which again is different than the DSSM or the KCC we have for addition and subtraction. So let's try and see if we can actually see the difference between these two. I've given you 20 and 4, and all I've done is change the signs in every single problem as well as the operators in every single problem. Let's see what happens. So negative 20 plus negative 4. So that's an addition problem first off the bat, so that means I'm limited to SSAK or DSSM. Those are same signs, add, keep, right? So that will be keep the sign of negative and 24. Again, this is an addition problem, so I'm limited to SSAK or DSSM. These are different signs, subtract, keep the sign that we have more. If we have more negative, so my answer is negative, 20 minus 4 is negative 16. For this type, notice I have subtraction signs. So right off the bat, I have to keep, change, right? Plus a positive. Now I can ask myself, what type is it? It's negative 20 plus 4. That's different signs, subtract more. So negative 20 plus 4. We've already done that problem. It's negative 16, right? So interestingly, negative 20 plus 4 is the same problem as negative 20 minus negative 4, right? Plus a positive is the same thing, adding the opposite is the same thing as subtracting. Next one, we have keep, change, so plus a negative. So this becomes negative 20 plus negative 4. So again, this sign is SSAK, same signs add keep. So again, we've done this problem, it's negative 24. Now notice how these problems are different than the following problems. So here we're multiplying, so that limits me to SSP or DSN. So those are same signs, positive. So it's a positive 80. 20 times 4, positive 80. A negative times a negative is a positive. Write that down. A negative times a negative is a positive. I know that seems crazy, it seems weird. I'll explain it via ST math here in a second. Whereas a negative plus a negative remains a negative, so equals a negative, okay? So on this next one, a negative 20 times 4, it doesn't matter that I have more negatives or less negatives, it's just if one of them is negative, if I have different signs, I'm going to have negative 80, right? That's a big distinction. For division, again, these rules don't change. So negative 20 divided by negative 4, those are same signs positive. So just treat it as 20 divided by 4, which is 5. One of these is negative. Negative 20 divided by 4. I could easily say negative 20, or I could, easily say 20 divided by negative 4. Just like up here, I could say 20 times negative 4. No matter what, this is still going to be negative 5. No matter what, this is still going to be negative 80. It does not matter. If only one of them is negative, different signs, you're going to get a negative. So here's how you can kind of look at this via ST math, right? ST math, you have this number line where this is on, 0 here, and then it says plot 2/4. Well, if this is 1, and then you have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, right? 2/4 is right here, right? But it swings the gate positive, and then it swings it back negative to 2/4, and then it swings it back positive, right? It depends on how many negatives there are. So in this one, there are 1, 2, 3 negatives. It's positive 2/4, then it's negative 2/4, then it's positive 2/4, and then it stays negative 2/4. So there's an odd amount of negatives, and when there's an odd amount of negatives, your answer will be negative, right? So it's like these would be like same signs, but then this is like different signs, right? Those two guys get to match up to make it positive, but then this one's left out, so it's negative, right? Let's take a look at this one, right? If it's 1, 2, 3, 4 negatives, it's an even amount of negatives. And because it's an even amount of negatives, what do we think our answer is going to be? You're right, it's going to be positive. Answer is positive. Right? So sorry, answer, not answers. Right, it was negative 1/2, then it was positive 1/2, then it was negative 1/2, then it was positive 1/2. Right? Those two match up together to make positive. These two match up together to make positive. Right? So that's different now than adding. Right? If I just have a whole bunch of addition problems, right? This is going to be negative 9 plus negative 9 plus negative 9 plus negative 9. Right? This is negative 36 when I'm adding. This is nothing but same signs add key. So to write that as a multiplication problem, only one of the numbers can be negative, and that's this one. It's 4 times negative 9, because we had 4 negative 9s that we want to multiply, right? This would obviously be a positive 36, so that's why that's out. This would be a fraction, and this would be negative 9 times negative 9 times negative 9 times negative 9. That's that exponent right there. It says to multiply that base number, negative 9, times itself 4 times. Look at number 2 real quick. What number can you fill in to make this answer true? So 3 times what will give you 12? Well, it's 4. Now, is it positive or negative? Think about it. Your answer is negative, so you had to have different signs, right? DSSN to get a negative answer, right? DSN, sorry, not SS, DSN. So if one of them was negative already, that means you had to have a positive for that to be your answer. So your answer is A, right? That's the end of part 1.